What's going on, guys? This is the Club of the Man 1993, back at it again for part 9 of my Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban PC gameplay. Last time we had some mischief in the library. This time we're going to fight some salamanders and freeze things in our Glacius challenge, which is our charms lesson for this game. This is also the final spell challenge of the game, as after this, we're getting to the meat of this game, as in, like, the serious moments. No pun intended. So let's move on here.
Well, we'd better get on to Charms class.
We got everything out here, so let's just head into Charms class. And there is Professor Flitwick, the old way he looked before they changed how he looks. Of course, I probably ranted about this in the last video, how everybody always looks so small compared to the professor, so that better not be the case for Professor Flitwick, as of course Harry now is going to be the one to perform the spell challenge in this one. You know, I kind of wonder, why didn't they put Harry with Professor Flitwick, but even though I mean with Professor Lupin, since they kind of formed a good bond in this film, but then again, you know, that had to come over time, in my opinion, so I guess I get it, but who knows. But, yeah, this Glacius challenge, honestly, isn't too difficult. I mean, it's different, but it's not that difficult. Especially when we do the final exam. That is, I mean, well, again, I would say it's just, again, it's very easy to get 100% on that. This one, again, it's not a super long challenge. I mean, the first part definitely is pretty short. But then, after that, it's, pretty chill. But I'm just turning around, admiring where we come from, and then we're gonna get this. So when you do Glacius on the salamander, you have to cast Glacius to freeze it, and then Richter Sembra to break it. But then make sure you also cast Glacius on this fire pit right here, because if you're not, then the salamander is going to be born. Here's our first secret of the challenge, and we're going to get beans and our first wizard card of 5 for this set. So, this is the first one in the famous Goblins card.
Eargit the Ugly. Goblin representative at 14th Century Summit of Wizards Council.
It's not nice to call him ugly, but there's the first of 5, and that's also the first of 5 secrets for this challenge. Here's some fun. And also, in this challenge, I will finally be able to show you what could happen if you, like, fall off of, like into a pit or off the edge, because we're literally about to have some fun and go for a slide. Now, at first I was going to do 100%, but this challenge I may not get 100% of, like, you know, like the beans and such, because I don't want to keep going back and forth on the slide multiple times, which you'll see how we can do that when we get to a slide that we're definitely going to have to go back into again. So, basically just walk onto the slide, and then when you walk forward, you're going to be going down the slide. You can slow down by hitting the back arrow, speed up, going forward, and side by side. There's definitely a lot of beans along the slide. It's something we may miss. Like, unless there's, like, multiple, you know, ways we can go, I'm not going to go back and forth. I miss them, I miss them. So what? Grab the save book. But I don't have time to keep constantly going back and forth to getting how. The only time I will go back is if I miss. There is a couple ones that have a challenge shield and a card. Get those. Got all that. Oh, sweet, we got that. But first, before we move on, we've got some imps. Actually, throw them out to me that way I can catch them. Oh, I got them both. Sweet. Let's get this cauldron real quick. Now this, you know, it was kind of a gimme because, you know, it was open. But here is our second secret of this challenge. I think there's 3 in the first portion. But we got another wizard card. Second one of this set.
Olguff the Awful. Foul-smelling goblin nuisance. Well known throughout the goblin world for trying to sell phials of his sweat to a dung bomb manufacturer.
Are all these goblins really that terrible? You have to call them the awful and the ugly. Poor people. I would hate to be called ugly. But, that's that. So now, we can hit it on here. jump it up. Oops, I was facing the wrong way, but the good thing that doesn't matter much in this game. But we're gonna go for another slide, and then let's get these beans on the side of this one, but no biggie. And then here we go over here. Here's a couple pumpkin pasties. More beans! And this one we'll just get the cauldron cakes, which is fine by me. Grab the shield, we're good. Alright, let's keep moving. Again, as long as we get, you know, the bigger stuff, I'm cool. Get more cauldron cakes, they're a lot more rare. Fine by me. Up we go. Again, I'm not going to do it now, but at some point there is going to be times where there's going to be 2 separate lanes to go down the slides. I'm at least going to show off the separate lanes, but I'm not going to try to, you know, collect every single treat on the slide. But killing the, not killing them, well, defeating those pixies will what's it called? It reveal those trees. Got tongue twisted there. Sorry about that. Also, don't be tricked by this chest. It opens. You know, things will come out, but it will close, but it will not open back up again. Here's our third wizard card.
Ugg the Unreliable, notorious goblin confidence trickster, organized the infamous Demiguise Derby and absconded with the takings.
Ugh, the Unreliable. Again, these poor goblins. Are they all really that bad? Not much of a nuisance. Alright, so let's check out this one here. Let's get our next challenge shield. Oh, we're good. We first did make it onto the slide. But get some beans. Freeze them up. Okay, we have no friends, more friends, these stupid salamanders. I know this last one we're definitely gonna have to, you know, run off the edge. Don't grab the chocolate frog yet, because we're gonna probably need it whenever we come back. But hitting both of those knights will cause this challenge shield to be revealed. So there's 5. So before we hit, actually let's get that save book first. I just won't get too close to the edge there. Oh, and I backed up into that chocolate frog. Darn it! I was going to save it, but here's why. So, rats. Let's jump on it. Make it. There we go. There. Alright, so here, 2 lanes. Well, we will come back to these. How is that possible? And makes that cauldron cake go well. Get that challenge shield. Okay, got that. So, let's run off the edge. If not, we're going to do this. So, whenever you run off an edge, instead of just having you die, it'll take us away just a smidge of health, and it'll bring you back, back to, you know, this portion. So, let's try this again, and let's take the other ramp, and then this will end part 1, which is why I pulled over when I did. So let's get some pumpkin pasties. We got quite a bit of them. Or 2 pumpkin pasties, please. In the words of Cho Chang. Try to get everything. Okay, yeah, we're good. Alright. Well, I got all that was necessary to grab. So we're now falling into part 2 now of the Glacius challenge. This part's a little bit longer, but it's still not too difficult. Just waiting here for this to... Okay, there we go. Now, we came in from up in that door above, but just watch when you step forward. There's more freaking pixies. They're high above the head, so... What the... Ah, really? Come on, did you see that? We defeat it and then gets us. Don't grab that save book yet. Here's our next, well, hang on. Before getting a little too happy there, make sure to get rid of those salamanders. But here's our 4th secret. Got more cauldron cakes and pumpkin pasties. It's quite delicious. And then, yeah, you have to use this spongified carpet. Jump up on it and on top of here, which will cause to reveal a treasure chest, and it will spin around the stairs and insert another one for us to, you know, use a little bit moving around. So grab that, and we'll head back across from where, to the other side. And then, of course, before you get a little too comfortable, get the salamander. And then, well, there's no secrets in this room, but these two Slytherin flags, you can cast on them and get some pretty big treats on them before they roll up. That was something I actually did not know you were able to do until I practiced this time. So, you know, Slytherin may not be, you know, a friendly house at all. You know, they still were very courteous to us this time. And we're back on top. We're going to knock it down and pull the stairs over to the exit of this area, which then we'll be able to grab the save. Again, you could have grabbed it before, but then again, you would have had to, you know, do a bunch of more things. So that's the 4th wizard card. The last one is on a slide. So the 4th one is
Urg the Unclean, rebel leader in the 18th century Goblin Rebellion.
So we now have Urg the Unclean and Ugg and Urg. Ugg and Urg, Urgit and Algaf. Jeez, imagine naming a kid that. Of course, I had an argument with not an argument, it was a silly discussion with my best friend. I was trying to tell him why I should name a child cheese sandwich, and now he's basically saying any girl I date, which only had to ask it one time, he's gonna make sure that they have no intention of ever naming a child cheese sandwich. And, you know, he has nothing to worry about that right now. Now let's get these imps. There we go. Wait, there's another round behind us, thank goodness I remembered. Throw them at me. Don't be a chicken. That was a bad throw. Alright, come on, throw it. Give it to me. Give me what you want. Give me what I want. I want wizard crackers. Got him. Alright, sweet. Alright. And there is another challenge shield. Now, first it's like, how am I supposed to get to that shield? It's all the way up there. But, oh, wait a minute. We have a Spongify carpet. Line up. Make sure you're lined up that way you don't miss it. Got it. Alright. And then over here, I believe, is our 5th and final secret. We have 7 challenges. I believe there's 2 we're going to be coming across. Alright, we got that. Alright, let's grab this save. Well, first, we'll grab the save one first. Alright. Let's hit this Slytherin flag. Let's freeze this river while we're waiting. Now, of course, this river has a lot of things. We might have to go back on this one multiple times. So there's a couple multiple paths. And has 2 challenge shields. Get some pumpkin pasties. Let's go to the right first. The right, I believe, has some very good valuables. I missed those beans, but who cares? There's 1 challenge shield. Okay, there's our 8th one. Can I get the pumpkin pasty? We can. Not quite. No, we missed it. Oh well. Let's ah, shoot, I didn't mean to fall that soon. But okay, so let's go down slide 2. I got all those pumpkin pasties. Sweet. 176 pumpkin pasties. That sounds pretty darn cool, doesn't it? Let's see. I won't go off the edge again yet. Again, everything's usually off to the right whenever we go down these slides. And then, as long as I get everything, I'll just wait until I get to the very bottom before we, here is another wizard card. Got that. Okay, I'll wait till we get to the very bottom before I choose to go back. Now that's moving. Challenge shield can be tough to Yeah, we got it. Okay, cool. Now, just to show you something, just so you guys know, whenever you do jump off this ledge here, do not go straight forward if you're trying to get back to the top, because it'll just take you right back here. So instead, jump up on here. Come on. Oh, come on. Hold on. Okay, and then try... Okay, there we go. Yeah, that was weird. Alright. So, you have to jump off to, like, a certain side to get back up here, but this will be the last time, of course, I'm doing this. I'm just going to go to the left both times. Just make sure I didn't, miss any slides, but, Again, I mainly would come back if I was going to get any more, if I missed, like, one of the challenge shields or the wizard cards. So, we have one more we got, so let me make sure to check that out before we get to finish off the challenge. Let's go fast. Well, only in certain spots that's safe to go fast. Oh, well, here's... Alright. I think there was no need to come back. I at least wanted to show you that way you guys knew if you were trying to find an excuse to get back up top. Let's grab one of those pumpkin pasties. Alright. There we go. And sweet. We have dumped. Okay. So let's get the last wizard card, which is, well, for here is...
Gringot, founder of Gringot's Wizard Bank.
Which, of course, is a friendly one. I hope. Okay, so we got 5 there. About to get our last shield. Sweet. We got everything we need for this challenge. Awesome. Maybe we didn't get every single bean on the slides, but again, I wasn't going to keep wasting my time trying to get all of those. Again, as long as I got the wizard cards and the challenge shields, that's what I cared about most. Because, well, except for maybe later, I can't get every single thing in the bean bonus room, but I won't spoil anything until we get to the very end. But, so basically just collect all the beans and stuff, the goodies you can collect. So just, let's have some fun here. Love the beans, and the colder kinds. We have plenty, of course, when it comes time to buy the password portraits, which we'll take care of those in the finale. Here, not really a pumpkin pasty behind. We have plenty of beans at this point, though. Like, we don't really need... Well, I know some of the collector's cards are going to get a little bit more expensive. Get some stuff in the middle. I'm not really going to... Stuff over here. That and sweet. Alright, good round with the beans. Alright, we have completed the Glacius challenge. Just get a couple more insurance beans. And then after that, we are going to get ready to get to part 10, which is like the meat. The next 2 parts, especially, are like the biggest parts of this game. And then after that, it's just the 3 final exams, and then basically tidying up any loose ends at Hogwarts. What else we did not get, because this is, again, with the exception, of course, of, some of the beans in the Glacius challenge. This is pretty much a 100% walkthrough. Again, when we get to Goblet of Fire next, that's probably not going to be 100% because I do not like that game, unfortunately. So I'm sorry, if you're looking for 100% walkthrough for that, you're most likely not going to get it from me. Alright, so we got everything here, guys. That's going to do it for part 9, the Glacius challenge, and our final spell challenge, and our last new spell we learned. So the ABCs are done. Now it's time to basically, you know, get to the test, like the nitty-gritty and like the meat of this game. So next time, in part 10, we will meet the man who has been talked about this entire game, who's escaped from Azkaban prison, and the one who Harry believes at this moment I specify, is the one who betrayed his parents to Lord Voldemort. So what will happen next in round 11? The Shrieking Shack, round 10. I'm in tongue twister here, guys. I will get this right. I'll get my titles right. I've come with fancy titles. We'll see what happens. So, guys, once again, thank you guys for watching. Slap a like on the video. Subscribe or comment on my channel. Follow me on Twitter at DemandAirbrine3. And I'll see you guys in part 10. So, until then, guys, I am the Club of Demand 1993.